Man United owners Joel Glazer and Jim Ratcliffe to hold crisis meeting just hours after Ten Hag's must-win game versus Villa. A three-person committee will have the ultimate say on Ten Hag's position. It comes amid growing uncertainty surrounding manager Ten Hag's position at the club. Ten Hag had the Porto and Aston Villa games to convince bosses he was the right manager to lead the team forward. The Red Devils drew 3-3 at Porto on Thursday, and will face Unai Emery's villains at Villa Park in a do-or-die clash tomorrow. And 2 days later, United's executive committee are set to hold a meeting in London, according to The Athletic. This committee is comprised of the club's newly appointed decision-makers, Omar Baradar, Dan Ashworth and Jason Wilcox, as well as INEO's chiefs Sir Jim Ratcliffe and Sir Dave Brailsford. Co-chairman Joel Glazer will also be in attendance after flying in from the United States, while United's Chief Financial Officer Roger Bell and Chief Operating Officer Colette Roche will also be present. There is also scheduled to be a stop closer to home in Manchester as well. However, it is not yet clear whether the club's performance on the pitch will be an item on the agenda. Ratcliffe now owns 27.7% of Man United, which he paid £1.3 billion for earlier this year. The Glazer family own 41.3%. with the rest of the shares being held by private investors. Ten Hag was handed a contract extension in July before being backed with a new set of coaches and recruitment that included his former players. But with results currently failing to justify that decision, Ten Hag's position may be in some peril without immediate improvement. It is understood that Ratcliffe will be in attendance at Villa Park on Sunday ahead of the meeting. The British billionaire failed to publicly back Ten Hag earlier this week, saying the decision over his future was not my call. Speaking to BBC Sport, he said, "I like Eric. I think he's a very good coach, but at the end of the day it's not my call. It's the management team that's running Manchester United that have to decide how we best run the team in many different respects. They weren't there in January, February, March or April." CEO, Omar Baradar, Sporting Director, Dan Ashworth, they only arrived in July. They've only been there, you can count it in weeks almost, they've not been there a long time, so they need to take stock and make some sensible decisions. Our objective is very clear, we want to take Manchester United back to where it should be, and it's not there yet, obviously, that's very clear. The ultimate decision will lay in the hands of a three-person ownership committee of Ratcliffe, Brailsford and Glazer. However, it will come based on the recommendation of those working more intimately at the club, including Chief Executive Baradar, Sporting Director Ashworth and Technical Director Wilcox. Man United have won just 3 of their opening 9 games in all competitions this season and sit 13th in the Premier League. Other managers linked include Gareth Southgate and Thomas Tuchel, while it's been reported that Inter Milan manager Simone Inzaghi has rejected an offer. Thanks for watching this video. If you like this, don't forget like and subscribe this channel. Goodbye.